Welcome to our channel. Today, we're diving into the exciting world of Java 8 streams and discussing best practices that can help you write cleaner, more efficient code. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced developer, these valuable tips will make your code easier to read and maintain. What are streams? In Java, streams are a powerful tool for processing collections of data. They allow you to perform operations like filtering, mapping, and reducing in a clean and efficient manner. Let's dive into some of the best practices. Always use descriptive names for your variables. This makes your code self-explanatory. As you can see, the variable name clearly indicates that it's holding a list of names, making everything easier to understand. When working with Java streams, it can be so tempting to chain multiple operations together in one line of code. While this might seem efficient at first, it can actually make your code harder to read and understand, especially for someone who's new to Java or streams. Instead, it's often much better to break down those complex operations into smaller, easier-to-manage steps. With Java 8 streams, method references offer such a refreshing, cleaner, and more elegant way to refer to methods. You no longer have to write out those lengthy lambda expressions. This approach can dramatically boost the readability, and clarity of your code. And especially when you're working with functional interfaces in the Stream API, it makes maintaining your code a whole lot easier and more enjoyable. When working with Java streams, it's absolutely essential to maintain a stateless approach. This means your stream operations should never modify external variables or rely on mutable state. By avoiding side effects, you ensure your code stays cleaner, more predictable, and much easier to maintain. But what exactly are side effects? A side effect happens when a function or operation changes something outside its local environment, or interacts with the outside world in a noticeable way. In the context of streams, this could mean altering the values of external variables, modifying collections, or even performing I/O operations. And that's something we want to avoid. Let's consider an example where we modify an external variable inside a stream operation. Take a look at this. In this case, the for each operation modifies the filtered names list, which is an external variable. And right here, we're introducing a side effect, something that can lead to unpredictable behavior. It might seem harmless at first, but trust me, it can cause issues down the line. Instead of modifying an external variable, why not collect the results directly into a new list using terminal operations? Here, we use the collect method to gather the filtered names into a brand new list without touching any external variables. This approach keeps the stateless nature of streams intact, and your code will be much cleaner and more reliable. Collectors are an incredibly powerful and flexible way to gather data from a stream into all sorts of different forms, whether it's lists, sets, maps, or even custom collections. By using collectors for aggregation, you can simplify your code and make it far more readable compared to those tedious manual loops. In this example, we're manually iterating over the list of names, checking each one, and adding it to the filtered names list if it meets the condition. This approach is verbose and can easily become error-prone. Not ideal, right? But look at this. Here, we create a stream from the list of names, filter out those starting with A, and use collectors.aList to gather the results into a new list. This method is so much cleaner, more elegant, and far more expressive. Once a stream is consumed, it cannot be reused. Always remember to create a new stream. Trying to reuse the same stream will lead to an error, and that's definitely something we want to avoid. Also, be mindful of exceptions during stream operations. When necessary, wrap your code in a try-catch block to handle any unexpected errors. It'll save you from headaches later. Today we've covered some essential best practices for using Java streams effectively. Just remember, keep your code simple, avoid side effects, and always use meaningful names. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below with your favorite Java stream tips. I'd Love to hear from you.